Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're here at High Fidelity. I'm Lava Gatsby,
I'm Big Riv.
and we got Big Riv. What's good? We got Ritchie Love in the building tonight,
Woo!
and we also got Will. What's good, Will?
Yeah, what up, man?
What's good? What's good? So, first thing we're gonna go in on today on this beautiful Friday evening. Man, what's good with y'all? Like, I just want to know what's good. Like, how you guys doing and shit. Like tonight, what you guys got planned tonight and all that. Just on some.
Shoot, we just like talking about music, pop culture, and tattoos and piercings.
Man, a whole lot of get down. That's what we're gonna be talking about. We're gonna be
Whole
talking
lot of
about
get
some really intriguing things for y'all to listen to. You know what I'm saying? I believe so, at least. I mean, it's
Yeah.
hard for me to decide, but you gonna have to decide for yourself, baby.
Now, if you guys don't know, you about to find out who River is. River, tell them a little bit about yourself, bro. Like where you grew up, where you started doing cause you're my boy, so I already know you do music and stuff. So I just want to know like where it all began.
Oh man, I born and raised out of L.A. You know what I'm saying? I grew up here my whole life.
Yeah.
From the ground up, man. My family's we've been based out of L.A. Probably more. My pops has been here for about almost 30 years. My mom and my pops ain't, like never been together like that. You know, they just kind of had me, and they're like, "All right, we're gonna peace out." Not on me, but on each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, more or less, I've just been out here my whole life, man. I've just like picked up music and decided to do music, and it's like what kind of brought me here, man. And you know, I used to have the Cypher on the Boulevard, on Hollywood Boulevard. I'd bring a drum set out there.
Yeah.
We do all kinds of music out there and have freestyles and get downs and a little party on the street, you know. And yeah, man, I'm just like born and raised out here, man. I'm a pocket player musician, man. Been doing this shit for damn near 20 years.
Hollywood.
You know, Hollywood in the building.
Born and raised in L.A.
I'm just a Los Angelino at heart. I'm a white boy, Los Angelino. You know what I'm saying? El Rio.
That's
You
what's
know,
up.
Big Rio.
So now you're a producer, right?
Yeah, I'm a producer, man. You can follow me at Floatingmonk. You know what I'm saying on
You're a
Instagram.
producer, man.
I'm a producer, man. You know, like when it comes to Superman, it's like I'm like kryptonite Superman. You know what I'm saying? I'll be on the ones and twos. I'll be on the
Yeah.
threes and fours all the
Is
way
that
up.
Matrix shit?
That's like mathematical matrix numbers. You know, dial me up. I'll pull up.
You're a mathematician.
I'm a math musician, and we be going in. You know what I mean? It'd be really I mean, well, shit, I'll be going in.
I feel like tonight's gonna be a good night.
Oh, it's fantastic, man. I'm very, very blessed to be on the microphone here at High Fidelity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We're
bro,
right here off.
We're glad you made it out. We're glad you made it out,
I
man.
appreciate that.
And then we got Will here. What's good with you, Will?
Good, I'm good, man.
Tell me a little bit about yourself. So you're doing tattoos now?
Yeah, I'm here with you guys doing tattoos here at High Fidelity.
That's what's up.
I'm excited to be here. I mean, I got a lot of plans for this year. I mean, I grew up in the Valley. I mean, originally I was a graffiti artist. I mean, I still am. I love doing that. You know, that's never gonna leave. But, yeah, like I picked up tattooing, and it's something else that I really love too. You know, and it goes hand in hand. So, yeah.
That's what's up, bro.
Right on, bro.
Part of that, man. Hell yeah.
Glad to have you on the podcast as well, brother.
So you were like sneaking in the dark when you were a kid, doing
Yeah.
some pieces.
Yeah, dude. Like when I was a kid, I was like my brothers. They'd be coming from school. We'd all be coming from school, and I would, you know how everybody just be playing around outside with the neighbors and stuff. Like me, I was always just in my room with air conditioner on, music, and just doing pieces on like black books and all day, every day. That's
what's
all I
up.
would do. I wouldn't
That's what's up.
play outside or nothing like that. I just love drawing.
That's what's up, bro. So you working on any new pieces nowadays?
All the time, bro. I'm always trying to create something new, you know? I was trying to create characters. Like, I like doing cartoons, like animated stuff, you know? Like, I like wild style. Like, that's just like, it's just...
What are you best at? Like illustrations and stuff?
I would say, like, illustration and definitely script, you know? Because, I mean, it's just like graffiti, you know? Same thing. I mean, I think over the years, I mean, I've been in the game for, like, 15 years now. And I mean, for me, I feel like I got to the point where I can just bend a letter in any way, like any angle, like any style, like I could just come up with a different style all the time. Like that's how like much I've been in letters. Like,
Yeah. Me and Will have been talking about doing like an art show here. So we want to do some like graffiti artists and throw up some like maybe even some live paintings and stuff like that when we go. I think that, you know, what's really cool about LA is that it's so multicultural. So you can do music, you can do graffiti, you can mix them and all get a ticket on it and have fun. A lot of places like small towns, dude, I'm from like one of the smallest towns on the planet, and if we were doing graffiti, we were just vagrants. We were horrible people. Like, it was the worst.
yeah, definitely.
And now it's like you can showcase something, you have your craft, you can hone it, and you can make some money and like show. It's even like your parents. Hey, look, I'm doing something. And that was really hard for me when I was a kid. I was like, oh, I'm doing this, I'm skateboarding. Dude, I remember one time I told my mom, I was like, skate or die, I'm never gonna drive a car. I'm just gonna skate. Everywhere.
Oh,
that's
It's
real,
true.
right?
Yeah,
Show,
it is.
you know,
It is.
Here, you know, it's like it's really easy to do that. You know, it's easy to get around. You know what I mean? Get on your legs. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things. You know, like to come from a small place to grow into a large place. You know, small fish in a big pond. You know what I mean? And then you know, it's tough out here, man. It really can be. But I think that I think down the line is like, you know, showcasing art and graffiti and being true to yourself and expressing yourself, no matter whose rules you break. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's like not some violent shit. You know what I mean? Because you don't express yourself like some Jeffrey Dahmer. You know what I'm saying? We don't want none of that. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's like put some respect on the name, you know what I mean? It's like that's like what graffiti's all about. It's about getting up. Are you up? You know what I mean? It's like, is people seeing where you at? Like, are you like hitting the spot that is noticeable? Or people like, huh, who's that? Is it dope? You know? I mean, it all comes down to how fresh and how dope you are on the mic, on the cans, with the needle, with the piercing. You know what I mean? With whatever, man. You know, and that's what I think we strive for here at High Fidelity, you know what I mean, is to have high clarity and to be on point and to be loving to all things that are creative.
Yeah, it's, you know, what's crazy is that I've seen over the years that I remember starting piercing in like 2003. There was no like, I don't know what it's called. There's like no somebody gonna tell you, oh, this is bad jewelry, this is good jewelry. There was no whatever. But now there is implant grade and there is gold, 14 karat, 24 karat, all that stuff. And it's like, it trips me out because I remember piercing with garbage jewelry and seeing tattooers putting, you know, their used needles in water bottles to be a sharps container. And that wasn't correct. Like but there was nothing. It's just like smoking on an airplane back in the 60s. Like there was no govern on anything. And I feel so much better now living in this day and age that we have rules and regulations and everybody's just stepping their game up with music, with freaking tattoos, with piercings. And it just makes me feel so much better that we have an actual industry that people respect. Almost, it was time. It was time that everything's
more
up.
organized now. Like
Yes.
the actors are getting their just due because all the subscription services are organized now. Like you have to pay for the subscription services. They still have the Fire Stick. Is the
Yeah,
Fire
but it's
Stick
not free.
stealing?
No.
No.
Yeah, so everything's more organized. All the money's getting more straight. There's Spotify, iTunes, but even that's bullshit. There's like streaming.
I was really
farms
pissed
and
when
stuff.
my Netflix account doubled in price.
Well, see, you want to. It's funny that you mentioned streaming, bro,
Streaming
because
farms.
on Billboard recently made it so that streams are now accounted for as record plays, or a percentage of record plays.
Wow.
So if you have, let's say you have like 1 million streams of your song on YouTube,
Yeah.
it would count as like 10,000 or in between. This is going to be a wide like guesstimation of mine, but it's somewhere in between 10 to 50,000 actual like record plays like on the radio.
Mathematician.
I'm a math musician, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't a matician now. You know, I'm meticulous about my I mean, I can be meticulous about numbers. You know,
And it was like 14% true.
as long as it's 420% true, you know, then that's cool.
1 million plays on Spotify translates to around 7,000.
7,000. Oh, so it's less.
$7,000.
Oh,
Wow.
$7,000. Okay, all right. Yeah, so that's about
So 1 million plays?
1 million, 7K.
So you gotta get like literally 1 million people to look at something before you get like actually paid.
7K.
I mean, but that's not even getting
That's
paid.
seven-
Paid. I mean,
that's
I mean that's $7,000, but it's like, dude, like you did a lot of work.
to get there, yeah. I mean, for just like promotional shit alone, it's like,
So you spent that much.
yeah, you basically break even. I mean, if you're nobody,
Yeah.
you know, if you're nobody, then it really isn't nothing, you know. But if you have guaranteed pull and you have like 1 million subscribers and you can just upload, you know, I mean, there's like, for instance, like my son, you know, he watches this one kid who's just like reviewing toys,
Oh my god.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm so over that.
right? He's reviewing toys. This
Yeah.
kid's reviewing toys.
Yeah, but
Has
there
15
was
million.
there was the lady that was doing it like 2 years ago. My daughter was super into it, and that chick pulled in like 3 mil for and it was just like you're opening a damn toy,
That's it.
you know. But you know what I see? I feel like a lot of people, like especially like tattooers, they're getting into, okay, I got the clout, I'm doing good in my craft. Let me run a convention.
Yeah.
And then it's like, let me rent some booths and then get the best in one room.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, that's like, you know, it's really honestly art on itself, you know. There's nothing really like it, you know. Like a canvas, like a flat 2-dimensional canvas versus like a 3D canvas, which is like a moving flesh like canvas like a human being, you know what I mean? There's like a certain complete different level of artistry and math that goes into doing that, you know. So for me, I think, you know, I definitely think that putting in the groundwork and, you know, it's just putting in the groundwork to be the best that you can be at tattooing is definitely like something that is hard in itself.
Well, I'm not gonna say we're going into 2020. We're in 2020. I really feel like, dude, it's not real, but it is.
Yeah.
We're January. What's the date today?
10.
The 10th. It's like
2020,
flying.
man.
Yeah, it's 2020. What do you feel, Will, that you want to accomplish this new year?
2020, I have a couple of things I want to do. I mean, I definitely want to do a clothing line. There's a label that I started. It's called Next Up. I mean, it's something that I want to really do and like make it bigger. I came out with some shirts and people were loving it and they love the concept. I mean, and I feel like I have a lot to give, a lot to offer. I'm still in the works of like kind of really not visualizing, because I mean, I've already visualized it. It's more like to actually create it and actually come out,
It's
you
an
know,
execution.
like, yeah, you know, like,
Yeah.
but I mean, for me, art, like, I never thought that I never thought of it as like, hey, like, I'm just trying to do this so I can get money, like, or like, I want to just be better to get money. I just feel like, honestly, like, I'm just an artist who just always wants to strive to be better within myself, you know? I always want to, like, when I get to a level in art, I just want to keep pushing to the next level, like,
Could you
where
ever
I can
see
do
yourself
better.
running a convention?
A convention of tattooing?
Tattooers? Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think so. Just because, I mean, I feel like I want to create. I don't want to run stuff like that. Like,
Got it.
I just want to create.
Yeah, everybody has their own like vehicle, you know.
Yeah, like it's gonna be too much. I feel like it'll get to the point where I'm not even gonna be drawing, and I'd rather be drawing, you know, than just.
Yeah.
But I mean, with that being said too, like, I feel like the if I keep going and keep pushing, like, it wouldn't even matter because it's gonna come to me. Like, everything, money will come, whatever, you know, like. But in the end, it's still gonna. I care more about the art, you know.
What's your Instagram if people want to follow you?
You can follow me. It's ASOMEONE _ Awesome One.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Ooh.
Dope. Yeah, that's sick, man. Yeah, I have a very profound respect for for people who draw, you know, because me, I have chicken scratch. I can't draw for shit, you know. Yeah,
Yeah, but
you
who
know.
can play the piano like you? So whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you know, yeah, I mean, that's like, you know, yeah, I mean, that's my audible, you know what I mean? I could say a whole lot and do a lot, but like for me, it's just like the straight line.
steadiness?
Yeah, the steady, like the concentration behind that is phenomenal to me.
It's
So
crazy
kudos
because
to you.
I was trying to be say I'm trying to be. I hate saying trying because it's not executing. But I tried to be an apprentice for a tattoo situation, and the guy who was apprenticing me was like, "I want you to draw a straight line," and I was like, "Okay, whack. That's boring.
Yeah.
That's not a cool drawing." He said, "And then I want to draw you a straight line next to that straight line." And then I want you to do it 50 more times until all of your lines are completely straight. And then he made like an S pattern and wanted me to do 50 S patterns right next to each other. So my straight lines got really straight.
Nice.
But it was so boring.
Oh, I bet, man.
It was
yeah,
so boring. And you know, I had way more respect for tattooers after that.
I mean, that's super one-dimensional. That's literally
Yeah.
one dimension,
Yeah.
one line.
But he
you
told
know?
me something I wouldn't forget. He said, "You know what? If you can't do it, then you can't oversee people that are doing it." And that resonated with me because I always wanted to have tattooers work with me in a shop that I owned. And it's like almost like, hey, can I tell this person if I don't know how to do it myself? Not really.
Right.
Because it's like the whole concept even goes into management, where it's like, well, you can't go tell somebody to clean the bathroom if you're not going to do it yourself, because that's not a boss. A
Right.
boss freaking knows how to do every single thing.
Absolutely.
And it comes to the music, it comes to tattoos, it comes to piercing. And it's like, I feel like everything is just one giant vein and everything is the same. Like, you just have to have a good mentality when it comes to excellence.
Yeah, a good boss. A good boss has to be like that. Has to be like lead by example for sure, bro. Like when we're at war and like when they're and you want to fight with someone who's there fighting with you, you know, and like not someone who's just telling you what to do, but also showing you what to do, you know. For sure.
Yeah, no, it's important, man, in all aspects, especially in this music stuff, man, because you know, there's a lot of people who are trying to strive and to achieve what their dreams are, but they don't want to listen to themselves. They don't
Yeah.
want to listen to the people around them. You know what I mean? And that's what I find in most cases with art is like, you know, if someone's got like the lead directive or the lead goal or vision that they want to accomplish, and people don't see that vision in their perspective and agree with it, then it like the whole castle like collapses like folding cards. You know what I mean?
You
Like
know
with
who I am, bro?
labels
You
and
know
with
why I
like
live, bro? I live because for the moment, for the underdog, bro. I love the underdog story more than anyone, almost to the point to where I self-sabotage my own life just so I could have a comeback story, bro. Because I love just when people just look at you and they're like, oh, he's not shit. And
like doubts.
they doubt you to the max to where it's like, wow, you really doubted me when I was, you know, when I had all this vision. But yeah, like, and then I love when people just doubt me and I just come through, bro. Like when people think that you're done, like they fucking cut your legs off, whatever, basically crucify you, and then you just come back like, Jesus, bro, like what's good? You thought I was dead, I'm back, bro. Like that's what I think is a key thing to have in this industry is like the ability to, when you're literally at the bottom, bro, is to just even be stronger than ever before. Even when you're on the top, bro, is to be strongest at the bottom and be strongest when you're weak.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I feel you on that. I totally feel you on that. But like going back on what he was saying too, like when they don't see your vision, I mean, that's happened to me so many times. Like even with my label right now that I'm trying to do, next up, people don't get it. You know, they don't get the concept. Like why next up, or like why are you drawing this and this way? Like I don't think it looks good. You know, and I'm like, you know, honestly, like I don't be listening. I just be like, I'll still do it because I know there's gonna be a crowd of people that are gonna love it.
Yeah.
You know, and they're gonna understand what I'm talking about, which has happened. You know, I've had people like tell me like, damn, like I love this label, or like that sounds tight, like because I did a shirt and it said next up, and I did it. He wanted one for his son, and his son plays soccer, and then he was wearing it at the soccer game and stuff, and then all his friends were telling him like, man, that's just dope, and like all this the parents were like, oh, that's just dope, like it's kind of inspiring, like they asked the kid like, you know, like what do you guys think of it, and they're like, well, it kind of inspired me, like I feel like I'm next up, like in soccer, you know, like it kind of gave him like
Yeah, that's profound.
For the listeners, can you kind of give them an overview of like the styling, because you gotta kind of have a sense of like just describing what your line is.
Okay.
So they have a
For
taste.
it's a little bit like what I'm trying to do is kind of like some futuristic world basically, but like also retro at the same time, like old school at the same time. So I'm trying to. It's you're gonna see a lot of like technology looking shit, like a lot of like
Bright
crazy
colors.
characters, bright colors for sure. Definitely. I mean, you'll definitely notice my style by the colors, like by the way I use colors. I use a lot of vibrant colors. I like to blend like crazy colors, do wild style, like so. Yeah, that's pretty much what you're gonna be seeing in the clothing, but also
right.
very like subtle too. It's not gonna be like all like too much. It's gonna be like subtle. Like clean. Cut, and it's gonna look dope. Like,
Cool. We're excited to see it.
Nice.
oh yeah,
What's
definitely.
your favorite primary color?
Oh, turquoise, purple,
Nice.
and what else? And I mean, definitely black all the time. I feel like black.
That's
I feel like
foundation.
yeah, yeah. I feel like black, but it also depends. Like you can do like you can do three colors and then just that one little black just somewhere around. Like it just hits the whole drawing different. Like the
Nice.
whole painting different or whatever it is. Like honestly, the black just is weird. It's
Are
weird.
you feeling like there's a big jump from going from canvas skin to clothing? Like it's a different medium altogether.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm still learning, bro. It's kind of like when I first started doing art. Like that's how I feel. Like I feel like when I started doing graffiti. Like when I first started doing graffiti, I was a toy. They be like, that's what they say. If you're a toy, it means you're whack. You're not good at graffiti. So that's how I feel right now. I'm just like a toy. Like I'm just trying to learn.
You're honing that
They
skill.
call you toys
Huh?
in the graffiti
Yeah,
culture.
yeah.
Toy?
Yeah,
Wow,
well,
that's an
that's
intense
that's what they
name.
like. If you're like if
we had
like if
this
it-
little sit back on that one.
Yeah, I was like,
That's
It all
Toy.
hit all of us at the same time. Like,
Oh, yeah.
they called you a toy.
dude,
Pinocchio
graffiti is a whole
head.
realm.
Wow.
Graffiti is a realm, bro. It's like a whole world. Like it's not even like
I'm
from this
hella not in
planet.
the graffiti and the breakdancing. I missed. I fuck with the MCs and the drum beats.
yeah, I mean that's 5 elements of hip hop, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all coincides. It's like that's what I'm saying. Like, if you get the fabric or the blueprint of the situation, I feel like it's all relative. Like everything kind of makes sense with each other. Dude, 2 seconds ago, River was playing the piano, and then we're singing and Lava's rapping, and this guy's painting in the background. It was like the perfect scene. If we had a videographer, it would have been like, wow.
Yeah, it's a rap.
It's like seriously, like everything was going on in one room, and we didn't even realize it until I actually said it out loud right now.
Yeah,
I was
that's
like,
true.
Wow.
Yeah, that's deep, man. That's profound. It's very rare where you'll be, especially in LA, man. It's like it's everything's so marginalized and like, and already kind of just laid out for you. You go have a session, you go have a tattoo. It's all like you get the basic layout.
It's
defaults.
situational. They're getting this, you're doing that,
Yeah.
you're doing that. Here's the default. Here's the blueprint for that. But like it was like so organic right now that like nothing like mattered.
Yeah, exactly.
Like nothing
Yeah.
mattered. Nothing existed. We're painting. We're singing. We're rapping.
That's what's
we're
happening
playing
though.
music,
In you'll be surprised that
Mixed
that's
genres.
what's happening in the even on the A-list, Hollywood top tier people. Like a lot of people are finding that authenticity and just organic connections are like actually get the most streams and most plays on.
I think
YouTube,
we're right
you know?
now people are getting really tired of the same scenario. So they're like, what can we do outside the box?
Well, yeah, I mean that's the whole thing about us being in a new decade, too. Is we're just it's new time, new lanes are open, man. It's
Yeah.
like there's just so many new possibilities. People want change, like in all forms of art. It's like people are like, oh cool, we got Drake, we got this, we got Kendrick, but like, who's next? That's my question.
He
Is
just
like,
bought $1 million chain today.
Yeah, like
That's
I feel you
crazy.
guys. I feel you guys though, like on the like the internet, how it's changed a lot. Like it's changed everything. It has because for me, it's changed. I mean, it hasn't changed for me. If anything, it's just giving me more of a like a stepping stone, I guess. Like more people are following me, I guess. But like back in the days when I first started doing art, like or the graffiti, there was no internet. And like nowadays, like you said, the internet it gets easier. Like people buy tips, like they buy tips for the cans, like special tips. They'll buy like a big bag online and stuff. When I was a kid, there was nothing like that. Like if you wanted that special tip, you'd have to go to Michael's and get it from some random can, and you would have to take them in, you know. And for me, that was like I would have that one tip, and I would save that tip, like, and clean it and always take care of it, you know. So I had that like, you know, like sense of like taking care of my shit, you know, pride for my shit. So like
Right.
nowadays it's so easy for kids, and I think that's why graffiti now is like it's really kind of lame. It's gotten a little lamer, you know. It's becoming like kind of a fad.
How did you get recognition when you didn't have the internet or somebody to give you that validation? I feel like
Well,
you know.
see, in the graffiti world, there's always these little things. Like, I mean, you go to a yard, like yard meeting is like a play. It's basically like a playground for an artist. You know, you go to like train tracks or like washes, you know, and like places that, you know, you're like you have to jump fences and stuff to get to, you know. But like when you go in there, it's basically like it's a big ass gallery. There's just a bunch of graffiti everywhere, bunch of art everywhere, roller paint, like just covered, like they have layers like the walls, you know.
I can't.
And the only way to like actually like know people is that you go to the places and you read the names like straight up and just be like, oh damn, I know that guy. And then when you go into like an event, I guess, for like all artists, and then you meet each other and you be like, oh damn, I've seen your shit, I know who you are, like I've seen you here, I've seen you there, I've seen you there.
What's another like lit place for graffiti besides LA and New York?
And New York?
Yeah, like any other.
UK, man. UK.
UK.
Crazy. They be trying to go to the next level, which I love, man. That's what I love. See, that's what I feel like LA is missing. Like people are just like they just copy each other all the time, and they do like the same style out here, and they don't want to like try to like separate themselves, which I don't even understand why. You know, I mean, for me, I've always wanted to separate myself, and UK be doing that for sure.
It's crazy. They have to take the actual trolleys off the tracks to clean them up, and they have them like on these big cycles where they take the trolley, and it's like a massive trolley that everybody's hit a million times. They'll take it off out of service, and then they'll put the clean one in, and it's like they have a whole crew of people that work just to do that job.
Yeah.
They don't work with the train, they don't conduct it, they don't do anything but to clean the train and put it back in. It's insane out there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Richie, I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
With this venue, High Fidelity, what do you plan on? Like, how do you plan on, pushing for like Will was talking about pushing forward,
Like
and
the
pushing
advancements
the
of
pushing the
venue?
envelope in comedy and in music
Okay.
and in even galleries and runway shows. How do you plan with your business to push the envelope this year in 2020?
Do you know, it's really
my
weird
question.
because it's like, I was talking to Lava like maybe like a couple weeks ago, and I said I'm really scared of the things that I say out loud because they keep coming true. And so I'm like, wait, let me think about it first and then talk about it because I'm not ready.
Right. Right.
And so when it comes down to it, it's like, man, like all the factors are just kind of walking in the shop. Like people are like saying, I want to do this with music. I want to do this with. There's a girl that came yesterday. Totally forgot about her email, but I did read it and I did enjoy her concept. She wanted to come in on a Monday, and I'm like, dude, we're really busy on Mondays. I like Mondays. And she was like, yeah, I want to set up some booths, and I want to get one-piece bikinis and cut them up and have a cut-up party. And I'm like, dude, that's dope.
That is dope. Yeah.
And so I'm just like, yeah, dude, hit me up. Let's do it. Let's get it on the books. So the way that the venue is set up, it has a runway, so we can literally do a fashion show. We have 2 booths in the back that can be green rooms, that they can be dressing rooms if we wanted to turn them into. You know, tomorrow we have a couple coming in who want to do their reception for their wedding here. Like, there's like seriously no like stopping anything that we can do. We have a stage. We have a really talented DJ Lava. And you know, like the cast is just getting bigger, you know, and all the things that we can do is just scary because we can do, opposed to, you know, I wish I can one day. It's not. It's like, how are we going to execute? What are we going to do? How are we going to set this up? What's the blueprint? How long is it going to take? Okay, let's do it again. Let's do it again. Let's do it again, and let's make it better. The comedy cast has 2 hosts that came in. They're like, dude, it's different every time we walk in here. And I said, you know what? I'm just keeping it fresh. I'm just, upgrading everything. My mentor back in the days told me, if all the tools that you have, the more shit you can do.
Did they say that in a good or a bad
Positive way? They were just
good.
like, dude, the venue's getting better and better. Like, the lighting's
nice.
better.
Good,
the sound's better. This is better.
Yeah, it's growing, bro.
We put up the projector last night. We have a projector now. So we can do some really cool stuff, especially when you do an art show. You can have the artist put some reel on there, repeating over and over while they're showing their art. It's like, it's definitely growing.
Nice.
Yeah, it's definitely a vibe.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I mean, honestly, this is the first time that I've ever been here. And I'll tell you right now, when I walked in here, I was a little shooketh,
Like, take my breath away.
Yeah, I feel a little tingle in my kringle, you know what I mean? I walked in here, man, and I was like, hold up. I saw lava on the wall. I was like, hold up. And
He
I was
wasn't
like,
physically on the wall. He has a...
No, I mean, he's not on the wall. It just says DJ Lava Gatsby, you know what I'm saying? He's not spotted, he's not like Blackula or nothing like
Like
that.
Jesus Christ or nothing.
He's never even been in New York yet. Hold on.
Yeah.
I haven't though. I need
But
to
he's
go.
got the New York hat on,
Where's Brooklyn?
though.
Hey, nah, I rock with New York the long way, but I never been there though.
Low key, my little sister lived in New York, bro. For a long time, bro. She
Oh,
lived up
dude,
there.
I mean, this could be all for all the listeners. We're thinking about going to New York for Lava's birthday.
Oh yeah, April 14th. I'm
Oh,
in
yeah?
Aries.
Oh, like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, dude, I want to go for my birthday. I was like, oh, that sounds kind of tight.
That's
It's-
dope.
I love it over there, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my sister was she's on Manifest, bro. She's on NBC.
What, the show?
Yeah, on Manifest. She's
Damn,
her
she's like
character is Olive Stone. She's one of that. Yeah, she's a character on Manifest,
What's up?
and she was living out there, bro, for a long time.
Uh-huh.
And probably for like a couple years, bro.
Yeah. I never
and,
seen that show, but it sounds legit. NBC, I mean.
Yeah,
must be
she's
cool.
on there, and I wanted to come visit her, bro, like so bad, But I love New York, man. Last time I was in New York, I was 13 years old, bro, and it was for my father's movie release
What?
out there, and I got in the strip club, bro. He took me
Yeah.
to the strip club
Your
when I
dad's
was
a
like
director.
13 years old, dude. Like,
Your dad's a director, right?
yeah.
That's tight.
Yeah, he's done various works,
Yeah.
from music videos. He's done like most of like Shania Twain's music videos,
Oh, dang.
and
Shania
he like
Twain.
did a music video for the Roots
Mhm.
and stuff like that.
That's tight.
And yeah, but anyways, aside from that, yeah, man, New York, dude, for sure. Like I love New York, dude. The food, I mean, it's like it can get a little expensive over there, but ain't nothing wrong with being a big baller, big player about it, you know what I'm saying? Gotta
Yeah, New York, cause New York, that's where like all the hip hop stuff started, like in the '90s.
for sure. Brooklyn?
Bro. Like, what do you
on,
think
man.
is like the golden era for hip hop is the '90s or now?
What?
Wait, golden era?
Yeah,
All right, by golden, what do you mean?
I mean the best time for
Like the best?
the best.
Because
yeah.
I think when I hear things are golden, I'm like, damn, is it big, flashy? Like right now, I feel like it's the most ballin' hip hop's ever been.
It's because it's flex
You
right
know,
now.
like-
It's like
Back then, I mean, don't get me wrong, rappers used to flex back then too,
Yeah, but
like
you
in
know
the
what? They
90s, but
didn't-
it wasn't
they
like
didn't
now.
talk about it as much as they do every second now.
No, now it's the whole song is about like, look at my wrist, look
Mm-hmm.
at the drip, like that. And for me, I love that, bro. Like to me, when I see like brothers out there, you know what I mean, like doing their thing and really flexing like that for the song, if that's what they want to talk about, and as long as they're really flexing, you know what I mean,
Me
like
and Lava were talking about that.
yeah,
You know,
fake flex,
No, but
bro.
the fun part is that I was asking him. I was like, "How long is the word drip going to be relevant?" And he was like, "I don't know. I don't know."
I got an answer for
Okay,
you, bro.
go.
As long as water's wet.
Oh, hey, and who said that? River?
Yeah, bitch. Yeah. I mean, you can quote, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying?
That's actually true though. That's true because back then, like what, bet, like all these words that are coming back are old. Bet.
Yeah,
that
bet.
was back
Yeah.
then. Like it's just all everything. There's nothing new under the
Hey,
sun.
there,
bro.
I can't wait till Psych comes back. Psych?
Nah,
Yeah,
psych
dude.
is-
Psych, dude. Yeah, dude. That was a good one in the
Oh, wait,
90s.
wait, no, wait. Thought you had a friend?
Psych. Got him. Yeah, dude.
The
see-
90s were fucking fire.
Oh
though.
my god,
Okay,
dude.
the 90s were fire. The music was fire. The rap was fire. The rock,
vibes,
the
dude.
rock, the fashion was just funky. Like
Well,
you
back
didn't
then
know what
it was looked down upon back then.
Dude, it was
though.
so weird. Like girls wearing like little freaking thin bikinis, like little tiny straps with the like shirt underneath it.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
like now people are doing it again.
Yeah, it's
Doc
weird.
Martens are
like
huge.
streetwear.
Yeah,
you know,
all
it's a
of
whole
it.
genre for that. It's like they've been like, okay, what are we gonna call '90s fashion? Streetwear.
Yeah.
You know, and street.
But
it's
now
like,
they're saying it's urban wear. But it's like no,
but
it's still the
nah,
same.
It's to me, it's a weird blend of like,
I'm just glad that the Jenko's not back.
oh man, the Jinkos.
Jinko
Where you can
Oh,
put
no.
five, like a family of five in the pair of pants.
Oh
Those
man,
giant,
oh, I
giant, massive
know,
pants.
I know.
Where you couldn't see the feet.
Like the baggy clothes shit. I just don't think that shit's practical, bro. Like if I gotta run,
But Bieber's wearing
You
like
know?
okay, Bieber just came out with a song "Yummy," right? He's wearing giant pants with a little what I don't want to is it a shirt or what is it called, wife beater?
oh, like a tank top.
Yeah, a tank top. So he's wearing that with like big old pants, and I'm like, dude, I know what he's doing.
Oh yeah,
Like, he's
yeah,
literally
yeah.
saying like, this is cool.
Yeah.
do this, and I'm like,
Nah, it's not
no,
it. Nah, it's not it. Look, you know, it's like if a girl can't run in high heels, she shouldn't wear them, bro. If she's out in public by herself, she shouldn't wear them. Like if you can't hop a fence in some baggy
I
ass
seen a girl
clothes.
do a kickflip in some high heels.
Oh,
and it
dude,
was
me
the
too. I've seen
sexiest
some
shit.
miraculous miracle stuff in some high heels. Don't get me wrong, but like if you wearing baggy clothes and you can't dip, don't rock that,
I
man.
gotta do a segue.
for real.
Height on women. We were talking, dude. Me and Lava say some weird stuff. We're just walking down the street. We're like, hey, blah blah. Height on women. There's so many men, and there's 4 of us now in one room that get insecure when a woman is now taller than them when they put heels on. Is that a factor for you two? 3.
Nah,
It is.
because you know
Yes.
she getting broken down no matter what.
Yeah, she's tall.
I mean, I'll be
That's
like,
it?
if she's taller than me, like, look, my wife, like, look, I'm married.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And my wife's tall too. She's like almost as tall as I am. You know what I mean?
I love
And,
how you know the math.
I'm like
Almost
yeah,
as tall as I
almost.
am.
No, well, like me, I'm 6 foot. Like I'm 6 foot. She's like 5'10".
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So like when she puts on like some stilettos, you know what I mean? She's taller than me, bro. So it's like,
But you're
she,
okay with
she
it?
feels kind of weird about that.
No, there's
She'll be
been-
like, man, I'm taller than you.
Yeah,
now.
you're talking about do we care?
Yeah.
They care.
yeah.
Yeah, but me, like, I don't give a.
Wow. Do you
Me,
think
I'm
they
like-
care?
Yeah.
I think they care, bro. Yeah.
They want to talk.
They want to,
dude,
yeah. No, it's
bro.
proven, bro. It's proven, bro. It's for sure proven.
I don't give a fuck. In bed, it don't matter.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, well, yeah. I mean, you know,
They're
you,
the same size in bed, dork.
yeah. I mean, yeah. No matter
a little
what, you know,
different
your,
though, bro.
your Peter's gonna be, you know,
Yeah,
heating the heater,
horizontally.
however it goes.
I
you
love
know?
how you have a rhyme for everything.
Oh, I appreciate
It's
that.
cute.
Man. Oh, I mean, I have to, man. I gotta speak like that because if I don't, then I sound like a white man.
But nah,
I don't
bro,
wanna sound like
wanna,
a white
bro.
man.
You know what I want, bro? I know exactly what I want, and this sounds shallow, but I want a short girl, bro. About 5.
Like shorter than you?
Yeah, like 5'2",
How
5'3",
tall are you for the listeners?
5'9", 5'8".
Are you?
Boy,
He looked
you
to
better
the sky.
stop it. You
No,
better
no,
stop
nobody
it.
could see, but he looked to the sky when he said that. That means he's lying.
You
He's
lying? Oh, capping.
Yeah, I was capping. I'm like 5'8" though.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
5'8"
We'll let that
with his
slide, we'll let
eyes
that
closed,
slide.
so it's the truth.
Pretty sure I'm 5'8". Keep it G, but yeah.
Yeah, he's 5'8", player. All the ladies out there.
And then, but yeah, bro, 5'2", Latina. If you out there, you feel me? It's good, Alexa Demi. It's like,
You said Alexa, Demi?
Wow,
Bro,
it's like
she's so
an
bad.
actual demographic of a one person.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Alexa Demi.
No, but dude, there's like a million of those out here. But you don't
Ouch.
want to get a Tatiana though,
I
man.
don't. That's what
Come
I
on,
don't
man.
want, bro.
I said it like, don't do it.
Yeah, I mean, you might. I mean, you know, it's however large of a splash you want to create.
I'm newly single, bro. I was in a 2-year relationship, then a 2-month relationship, and now I'm single, and I'm like, bro, fuck. I don't want to.
I'm gonna tell you something.
No, that's good.
I'm
I
gonna
feel
tell you
you,
something.
baby. I feel
So
you.
there's this rule, and
Yeah.
there's a rule that I heard, and it's through the rumor mill, is that you need to take your date for the first time to go swimming to make sure she's the way that she looks because there's a lot of makeup going
Oh,
on?
dude, for sure.
Do you think that's a real thing?
For sure.
Okay,
Oh,
and then
for
on top of
shiggity.
that, would you take your first date to a taco truck?
For sure.
For shiggity.
Would you?
Taco. I mean, it'd probably be like one of those like cool taco like.
Wait, there's cool ones and not cool ones. You need to let us know.
No, there's like bando. There's like the bando ones. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that are like kind of like
Kind of fake.
little
huh?
chunty, little. You know what I mean? Little hood.
Little
because they have the
Tianas.
sign that like goes taco, taco, taco in a
No,
row.
no,
But
you
you can
wanna
get
go
lucky
LED
with
lights?
those. Those sometimes are fire, the little chunty ones.
Oh, the chunty. No, for sure. I mean, like
Sometimes
the
though.
OG like mom and pop
If
ones.
there's a Walita giving me like
If there's an
salsa,
abuelita there, bro.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Hey.
But see, the rule is if you take a first date to a taco truck, it cannot be the first thing you do. Because if you do it, it's an end of the night thing.
I
Oh
need to
yeah, you
understand
can't.
this.
You can't.
You
you're
can't
right.
you can't start the date off
You
going to the taco
yeah,
truck.
you can't
No,
start the
I
day.
would, but I would have to take her to a taco truck where they have the tortillas made by hand. I'd be like, okay, special.
Wow.
I mean, that's
But
no big
even
baller.
that-
Yeah.
even that-
I mean, no, out here. No. I mean, out here in
Even
LA.
that has to be done at night.
Yeah.
At the end of the night, like it can't be like a taco truck. Can't be like a start your picnic day.
No,
start your day
not for the
type of
first.
thing,
Like if you
Maybe
do
after a movie.
if you do like some big if you do all the big balling right in the beginning, like you take her out to like to the movie or take her to you know what I mean, to a show or whatever, and then you go get the taco truck. It's very Los Angelino. It's like a very
I love how you
classic-
made this word up. You made this word up. Los Angelino is not a thing, but is a thing now, River. You did this.
Oh no, for sure. I mean, that's how I identify myself.
Angelino is the proper term. I heard it on NPR.
Los Angelino.
I mean, I could say Angelino, but it's like no, it's the Los. Like I am the Los Angelino. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Los Angelino, man.
Okay. Sub. Do you think it's creepy to take a date to get taco truck at the Forever Cemetery to watch a movie at the cemetery?
Does she got black hair?
What?
If she got black hair, then fuck yeah, it's
I know
cool.
that place.
Okay, so
What
if
do you
you,
mean
if you
black
guys don't
hair,
know
like
about it,
Afro?
at the Forever Cemetery, they do pop up, and in the summertime they have a bunch of food trucks, and then you can watch an old movie with your date in the cemetery where all like the celebrities have been buried.
Oh, actually, I think I've seen pictures of it, like other couples. Because,
How long have you lived here?
I'm single, you know.
Oh damn. Well, no, hey,
Other people have told me about it.
no, look,
I've
hey,
heard stories.
this is my thing. It's like,
Hey.
look, if the chick got black hair, she's down for the cemetery.
Oh my god, that's
What do you
creepy.
mean black
I know-
hair? Like
No, because
the
he's
color
trying
black.
to say that's like almost like an emo goth joke. He's trying to be
She's
funny.
down for the.
I mean, no,
cemetery.
but I mean, even Los Angeles. I mean, well, Los Angelinos. Even shit. No, Latino. Like, look, Latino girls, right?
Let's.
The black hair, like out
The
here,
black-
bro. All right,
They're fire.
they're fire. They're flame. Like they can
So
get
they're
it.
closer to Lucifer. So it could
No,
be,
I'm
it
not
could
saying
be
closer
down-
to Lucifer. It's
Oh.
like no. It's more of like it's more like Santa Singre, like or nah, like
You can do this. I believe in you.
Dia de los damn
Muerto.
Dia de los-
Muertos. I messed that up, man. I'm
It's all
sorry.
good,
I'm like
dude.
I'm a little stumbling on my thing, you know. Yeah, man. No, there's like the culture, man. It's like you know, it's for sure. I've picked up many chicks and taken them to the cemetery, bro, and pulled that.
I tried-
Pulled that
Never
Pee Wee's
heard
Playhouse.
I've never heard somebody say that like straight faced. Like
No, I swear, bro. I promise you.
Bro, I tried to take one to the cemetery, but I dabbed. I took a fat
You
dab,
were like, you just dabbed on them, like dab, dipset.
and I couldn't even. I couldn't even. Like,
You're like, oh, this ain't working. You
Okay,
got-
okay. Speaking of dabbing. Okay, so what? Because you cannot drive after that. What is your guys' view on Uber, Lyft, just all the crazy shit of just not driving
Lyft
in Los
over
Angeles?
Uber. Lyft is way better than Uber.
You think so?
Which one?
I know so.
Why are you
Yeah.
saying
Honestly,
that?
bro.
It's cheaper, isn't it?
Every time, bro, one time I got picked up by a Lyft driver who communicated to me with Post-it notes. And I got in the Lyft and I was like,
Oh.
oh, hey, what's up? And he turned around, gave me a Post-it note, and it said, hi. And I was terrified. I was like, hold on, wait a minute. And he gave me another Post-it note, and he said, I am a deaf driver.
Okay.
What
Hey,
the? Hey, no,
okay.
that's no.
It's okay.
They don't do that.
No, this was
No,
like, this was
bro.
years ago, bro. This was like,
That
this was
shouldn't
probably.
be allowed because they're lying. they're not really deaf. I think because they always do that.
Lying? What do
They
you mean?
always do
What?
that shit to me, bro. Like I think they just don't.
So
wanna
you got the post-it note shit too.
Yeah. Okay. It wasn't.
You did too?
It wasn't.
I was about to say,
It wasn't.
man.
It wasn't a post-it note. It was like he just said it. So he was just like, "Yo, I'm deaf. I can't talk right now."
Okay.
Oh, he just said it?
Yeah.
What?
Check this out. Have you guys ever just checked the rating on them first? I am
That's a thing?
a 4.98 on my rating
let me
on
check my
Uber
rating. Let me check my
because I am dope on conversations. I talk to the driver, I talk to other people, and they always give me a good rating. I want to be that
Do you do the
5.
taxi cab confessional?
No, I will never do
passenger?
that. No. It's
No,
like-
but that's what you do.
no, I
In
don't.
the Uber, you confess to them.
Yeah,
You said
yeah,
you were
yeah,
4.98?
Yes.
Dang, I'm a 4.90, man.
Dang.
shit.
Guess what? I'm better than you. I'm a good person.
Damn, bro. I mean, I just don't like. Sometimes, like, see, I be getting in the Uber. I'm like, man, I don't want to talk about shit.
Yeah, but you know what's
For real.
weird is that
I don't even
You
know.
know? I mean, I'll be nice. I'll be like,
there was
hello, how are
one
you
time,
doing?
Right?
Like,
There was one time, and I can't put. It's just like any people, race, creed, anything. I cannot put them in one basket. This Uber driver was the worst. He was an older gentleman. He was not listening to his GPS for one.
oh,
For two, there was a small, cowardly Asian girl in the back going like this, like she's been scared for miles.
oh, snap. Oh, so you
AKA
were in the pool.
Yes.
Oh,
I was in a
okay.
pool because I was just trying to save a couple bucks.
Oh,
And then, so then she's like, da da da, like this is my stop. He missed it. He hits a curb.
oh,
No joke. Goes boom, boom, boom. And then I was like, hey, can you let us out? And then, so he pulls over and he's like, she gets out. And so I get out too because I'm like, I don't want to be in this vehicle anymore.
yeah.
And he was like, oh, this is your stop too? And I'm like, no, sir, you're just a horrible driver. And she literally hugs me and embraces me for 14 seconds because she was just like, I don't want to be in that car. And I was like, oh my God, how long was it? She was like, he got lost 4 times. And I'm like, why didn't you say anything? She's like, I just didn't want to talk to him. And it's situational.
Oh, and
It's
that was
situational.
Uber, though.
It was Uber.
Oh.
I don't do Lyft. I'd never done Lyft. My daughter has this thing. She's on Team Uber, and I thought it was cool. So I'm down.
just Team Uber.
Yeah, just Team Uber. She's
Me
like,
too,
no,
man.
Lyft is not
Me
cool.
too.
I don't think she likes the colors. She didn't like the.
I've had like weird. I've had lifts that I didn't pay for. All right, where other people call me a lift to go. They're like, "Oh, thanks for coming by." Like,
Dude, okay,
take
wait,
off.
Wait. Can we take a moment of silence of the bougie right now?
There's-
Other people buy me Ubers or Lyfts right now. I didn't do it myself.
this whole-
No, I mean this is circumstantial, baby. This is circumstantial. It ain't me, you know. I ain't trying to. You know, I'm not capping, bro. Like this is just you're at the friend's house. I'm a little too drunk. Like this is before I was even making big baller moves, doing.
Oh,
nothing,
you're
bro.
doing that
Like,
now.
Oh, I'm sort of.
Oh, you're sort of.
I mean, I'm like, you know, I'm like rated B for baller. You know?
I want to put like all the room at sort of right now. Hey, is everybody balling? Oh, sort of.
Yeah. I mean, you know, that's like
Oh, the Angelinos right now, Los Angeles Gelinos.
we just gotta keep it, you know, keep it in the air. You know, there's ain't nothing solidified just yet.
Man,
but
we're on to it though.
No.
We're on to it.
no, but I'm telling you, man, these lifts, man, I've had some lifts that were just like
Bro, I think it's way better
Spooky,
to have
bro.
a Lyft than to have your own car.
I had lifts with people who were just like I don't know, man. Like Uber, I feel like you get in the Uber, it's like you're like Batman or something. You know, I get in the Uber, I'm like Bruce
Uber
Wayne.
Black.
This is mine.
Yeah, you know, like
Yeah,
Lyft is like I'm in
man.
someone's car.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm like I have to like talk to somebody in their
Hey.
car.
Do you know what
like,
the worst part is
That's true,
at
though.
the airport is that they lied to me and they said there was no Uber pickup because they wanted me to use a taxi. And I was like, whoa, you guys still do that? Like, it's like,
Capping, bro.
it's like the phone that you have to do like rotary or you have to press all the
No, they're
buttons. Like,
capping,
it was
bro.
just like, wait, what? And then it was like 2:00 in the morning. So I'm like, all right, cool. Get to the freaking place 15 to like 17 minutes away. And it was like $60. I was so livid. I was so pissed. I
This
was
is at the airport?
yeah, in Vegas.
Oh,
Wow.
damn.
Shout out Vegas.
And I was just
So-
there, man. And it was cold, bro. It was cold in Christmas out there, man.
Yeah?
It was cold,
Isn't
bro.
that typically when it's cold?
Oh, it was
Dang.
it was not pleasant, bro.
It was don't you have like Irish roots? How can you not be cool in the cold?
Well, I mean, I can, but that just means I have to drink more.
Yeah.
Oh, what's your poison?
I mean, my
Pick your
poison's the
poison.
whiskey, man.
Shoot,
The
we're best
whiskey,
friends right now.
man.
Oh, dude, you
My
know
best
this.
friend. My best friend. Okay, cool.
Whiskey.
So,
That's my best friend.
Bro,
What's that Young Thug
so
song?
if you
Yeah,
make music, we need to
I
make
love
some kind of like Irish jig, Scottish jig of just like about whiskey drinking.
Riverdance.
No, you know what's crazy? I did sound for Lord of the Dance. It was a knockoff
Oh.
of Riverdance.
Oh.
In 2002, my friend got me to be backstage to help all the dancers, and they were all Irish and English, and I was in love already. So I think that's when it like, whew, my love affair.
that's when you started loving Ireland.
Oh, dude, I love Ireland. I love it.
Been there?
Dude.
Oh yeah, it's fun.
Need to travel.
It's gorgeous.
When's the last time you been out there?
I want to say a few months ago. I cannot tell you right now this second because I'm not as collected as you with the calendar and all that stuff.
So I'm gonna ask this because I'm single and free. I'm a free man. What are there beautiful women out there?
Everybody's gorgeous out there, man. It is like the population is super, super young. And especially in Dublin, Dublin is the Los Angeles of the whole country. So the country is really small. I went from one side of the country to the other side of the country in 5 hours.
Americans always do that though. They always go to another country. They're like, "This is the New York of this," and
Dude,
this
but I
is
did
the
that.
LA.
Claim it and shit.
But I did that in Hawaii too. I did that in Hawaii too, though. I did. When I was on
'Cause it's
Honolulu
true.
was L.A. and then there was a West Side. There was really a rich West Side.
That's what we do to make sense
And
of
then
it.
the North Side was where everybody lived, and that's how it is in Los Angeles.
Yeah,
You go to the North Side, that's where your family is.
Trips
You
me
go
out.
to the West Side, that's where the Richies are.
West
Not me,
Side.
but rich people.
One day, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's all. It's coming, baby. It's coming.
it's on the way by the end of the year.
No, but I think that's how you acclimate to a new area is that you try to find
You
something.
associate it.
Association with something that you already know, then you feel comfortable, then you can travel more comfortably.
Right. Yeah, I mean that's like kind of what I try to do. You know, like anytime I went to man, shoot. Honestly, just this whole like.
You went
Ireland-
to Manshoot?
No, I said Manchuku or whatever. No, yeah, straight Africa, dog. No, I fucking no, man. When last time I went to London, bro, I went to London like 10 years ago, and I ate some fish and chips,
Oh,
and it was not nice, bro.
whoa! You went to the wrong
Nah,
spot.
dude.
You
I
went
went to the wrong
Do you go to a
spot.
proper
This
pub?
is before Yelp,
You went to
bro.
a
This is
pub?
before like now I'm on Yelp. Now I'm on Yelp, baby.
He's trying to bring it into like, oh, I did not check out the reviews first.
Nah, baby,
I
nah.
want to go.
Yeah,
Where?
you can't go to no. Yeah.
Do you want to go other than London? Because you just said that. But where do you want to go? What's your wish list? What's your wish list? What's your wish list?
London, Japan,
I want to go to Japan.
Japan? Me too, dog.
Japan, bro.
For real?
Yeah, I want to go
Japan.
to Japan. so
Man, damn.
London, Japan. What else is lit?
Dude, you know,
bad. I want to go to New York because I know
New
that
York.
Graffiti started there, you know. So
Miami for sure.
Miami, yeah.
Miami's too
Art Basel,
sticky.
Yeah, Miami.
So
People
sticky.
get it's like
Florida's
crack
kinda
central
crazy,
over there,
man.
though, man.
unless we went to Ultra.
Ultra,
that-
the
You gotta do
festival?
Miami. You gotta do Miami the right way, for sure.
I mean, I feel like you'd know, man, not me,
I'm like,
man.
I'm
Ultra
like
had
Puerto
there's like
Rican.
this like a bridge that gets you to the festival, and people are paying like $20 to get on a shuttle just to get across this bridge because
How long was the bridge,
the Uber drivers are charging like $50-$60 to get across the bridge to go to the festival. Like they have this hustle in
so
Miami.
So you can't walk across the
No,
bridge.
no. It's like
Can you
miles.
swim?
No, it's miles.
Oh, it's miles.
yeah.
Oh,
you swim?
can you get like a canoe or something?
That would be great, but you're like trying to like turn up.
Oh yeah, I mean, hey,
But there's
can
party
turn up in
buses
a
too. Like
canoe real quick.
if I had money, I'd literally buy a bus, put a bar in it, and then charge people $15, and then charge them to drink drinks in the bus on the way to
Yeah, like
Ultra.
$10 drinks.
Yeah, that'd
Yeah,
be
yeah.
great. But it's crazy because it's just this like pathway to get there.
like 2 miles.
Yeah, it's like about
Have you guys heard of
Man.
Art Basel?
No, what is that?
Yeah, I heard of it.
Yeah.
Miami.
Yeah, it's pretty much like a big ass party for like a week for artists, like all kinds of. Like,
Wow.
Yeah, kind of graffiti artists, people that just do art. So basically, on the streets, they just have like parties outside, and they'll have DJs spinning, like girls dancing, you know, everybody painting on walls. Like it's pretty dope, and it's a vibe.
What is your view on body painting?
body paint, I've done it one time when I was a kid, when I was young. I mean, it was just some girl from high school, you know.
He's like, I got a boner.
It was tight.
Tight.
It was a cool experience, but I mean, I don't know. It's not me. I feel like it's rather just tattoo then.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the paint is just, I don't know. I guess that's cool for some people. I've seen it. I have a couple of friends that do that.
I had a really cool vision of having a party, and it'd be like an exclusive party, but then just have all gold models serving drinks, guys and girls, like just cool physiques, and just like walking around like ba ba ba. Like I just think it would be really cool, and I think that's just a weird pipe dream, but like it's dope in my head.
That's
One
cool.
day, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that sounds cool. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not like I hate it or anything. I would do body paint. If they were to ask me like, hey, can you do some body paint at this event? I'm like, sure, why? Get paid? Yeah, cool. It's just like drawing on like paper or something, you know? Same thing.
It's not. It's drawing on a body.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
I mean, we'll see. It's funny that y'all bring this up because I've actually done events over at 10,000 Santa Monica.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if y'all have heard of that. It's like some crazy high rise over there where it's like the rent's like minimum is 10,000.
Oh, were you on the roof?
No, we're like in the back, like on like because they have like a whole open area at 10,000 Santa Monica, where if you pay to live there and you want to throw a party, then the building like arranges the party for you.
So it's like a clubhouse when you have like a apartment complex.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool.
So no, they had a body painter there who just did it with spray,
yeah,
and it was like graffiti body
Style.
paint, and that was trippy for me to watch because I was like, not only is it not like drawing, you know, it's like you're spraying painting a 3D canvas.
yeah.
So that was very interesting to see.
in the airbrush, I guess.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of the shows on Netflix where they're like almost like camouflaging the person into a backdrop. So they have like a really funky backdrop. One was like in a like grocery store, and the person had to like just spray them and camouflage them into bread and cans of soup. Like it was weird. It was so cool, like to watch that process.
That's a trip.
Crazy. All right, I'm about to actually wrap it up now. So, Will, you just want to just come back real quick? I'm about to wrap it up real quick. Just talking about spray paint. I'm just gonna cut this out and continue.
He doesn't like your bit.
What bit?
Just kidding.
Too much spraying, huh?
No, I was getting a little rambling there for a little bit, but
No, that's all good, bro. It's all good. It's been an hour. Perfect timing. We good.
Your mom.
Gonna wrap it up.
your mom.
Gonna wrap it up real quick. You guys wanna? But before we do, just tell everybody where they could find you and like what you got, what you're working on, like in the next coming like weeks. Like, for example, the party tomorrow night, or like the show, the comedy show, tattoos. Just let them know where to find you.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can find me definitely here at High Fidelity. I'll be here all the time. 7224 Melrose, if you don't know.
Your handles too.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, you can always find me on Facebook. It's William Gomez. You can find me on Instagram. It's awesome1_ ASOMEONE. I know people trip out on my name because I spell it different. I don't put the W or the E, but you know,
Swag.
in graffiti, we're funky like that, you know.
Hell
So
yeah.
yeah.
Funky fresh.
But yeah, if you want to get a tattoo, or you want to set up an appointment, you can always DM me on my Instagram, or you can just call the shop, or you can just come in, you know, and I'll be happy to set you up, you know, talk about your concept, your idea. You know, I love like wild ideas. So if you got like something cool, something like illustrated, that's what I'm about. So yeah, hit me up.
Nice.
Cool. River. Let the people know, man.
Yo, this is Big Riv on the ones and twos on the way out. You know what I'm saying? If you want to follow me on Facebook, you can look up River Boyd. I'm a big furry white man with his arms crossed, you know what I'm saying, with the palm trees in South Central. You know what I mean? If you want to holler at me on Instagram, shoot me a DM at Floatingmonk, which is FLOATINGMONK.
Spelling
and
bee
this
champ.
and Floatingmonk is the same thing for my SoundCloud, because I'm a SoundCloud rapper, baby. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just playing. I gotta. Throw up your S for SoundCloud. No, and Spotify.
Spotify.
Most importantly.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be doing some new releases coming out soon. I got some tracks up there right now. You can go peep game. Shout out to High Fidelity for letting me come through and rock the mic. And, be sure to come down to 7224 Melrose Avenue for all your artistic needs for tattoos and piercing and vibe and love. And also, I'm throwing a party tomorrow night, on Saturday night at 3208 Oakley Drive. The whole world's invited, you know what I'm saying?
Pull up, you just dropped the Addy.
Not no nerds, you know what I'm saying? Nerds is down. Throw your ends down.
Squares allowed.
No squares allowed, only circles, baby.
Circles.
Only pretty nerds. But yeah. Ritchie, what you got up, man?
Oh, man.
People know. Wake up, man. Let them know, Ritchie.
So check it out. So I've been working with the marketing team, and we're going to be doing a Shopify. So all of our jewelry and some bigger brands are going to collaborate with us. So we're going to be able to sell your jewelry online. I want you to come to the shop, but if you're in a different state or even a different country, it's going to be dope because then you can be served by us still. High Fidelity BP is going to take care of you for all your piercing needs, even online. So with that said, I'm loving this one, dude. We talked about a lot of fun stuff, and I just want for this 2020 that we have the most fun, drink lots of whiskey,
Yes, sir.
And water.
Church.
water,
Lots of water.
H2O,
H2O.
and just have a lot of just great memories because so many years have passed of just working, and not having things to show for it. So with that said, I love this great podcast. Man, we're podcasters.
That's what we doing.
What did
We're
you call us?
casters.
We Los Angelinos.
We're Los Angelinos podcasters.
The Los Angeles.
This is your first rodeo? This is your first rodeo?
podcast?
Hey, William.
Congrats, bro.
Hey, you know what? William has
Welcome to
some
the
free
rodeo.
tattoos that we did on a giveaway. And so we're going to be tattooing them this weekend. And I'm pretty stoked. We're going to watch our Instagram. It's Hi-Fi BP. So HIFI BP. Very easy. Just a bunch of letters. Add us on Insta and you'll check us out and you'll see these tattoos. We're gonna do some videos, they're gonna shout us out, and we're gonna have some fun. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for listening, y'all. Tune in for the next one.